Hello, hello. This is Revere Sky, and we need to talk about the Tectonic Table, aliens, um, the Holographic Calendar, Melatonin, Grimm, I live to break the cycle, Bobby Hemmit, and the cycle is dealing with reincarnation. Also, solar power versus magic. Okay. So let's start off with the tectonic tables, okay? The tectonic tables are very important, and how it works is the tectonic tables is what you call the mother. Before I start, if you don't believe in flat earth, if you don't believe in the hologram, this is not for you. It's time for you to leave. My videos are not even for the common people, meaning I believe in the billion man meditation. I believe in the billion man anything, okay? Anything a billion and above that brings unity and connection as one force, one entity, one energy, okay? But the thing about it is, our human mainframe, our human structure can house more than one entity, okay? And I see people who group up with people, they make it seem like that's their world. No, that's not your world. You're dealing with a whole nother entity, a whole nother species. I'm going to get to that in a little bit. You know, you only can protect people so far. What goes up must come back down. And I'm sorry to say, you have to get your own reality check. I'm out of it. I'm done. Now, these tectonic tables are the magnetic field. But this magnetic field does not discriminate. This magnetic field is called gravity. Whereas magnets cling against magnets or metal, this magnetic table holds the law down for everything. And it sucks everything down to the ground. Now these tectonic tables create like a friction or heat, which creates lava. In the last video I had about the holographic universe and the cinema and all that, a lot of key points made a lot of sense and they actually were relevant. But you can't have a video that's just straight 100% the real deal, or else it won't last on YouTube. You have to have the self-doubters and the disbelievers, because what's going on, if you have a video that's just straight spot on and everybody believes you, 9 out of 10 it won't even last on YouTube, okay? It'll magically disappear. Not only that, I said the sun is lava. Okay, we were raised to think that we have a core. That's the sun. And that core is the lava. It's spewing lava, okay? We were raised that way. But I said either the hologram is, we're inside the core of the sun and we're creating a hologram, or we're outside the sun. But the earth, if we're outside the sun, we're definitely dealing with the flat earth. If we're inside the sun, we're definitely dealing with a concave structure, like in the hologram, giving us the illusion that the world is spinning. That's the whole key. The hologram is giving the world the illusion, our earth, our plane, our planet, our flat earth, which the conveyor belts run off the tectonic tables. How did I learn the right name for the magnetic tables? All my life I've been calling it magnetic tables, when in fact it's tectonic tables, and they're all over. Every landmass has tectonic tables. Some tectonic tables are closer to each other than others. So why would they want to give us the illusion that we're spinning? Because they don't want you to understand why the hologram is in place in the first place. So just picture us in a bubble. Whether we are sealed off from a mass part of land, okay, the firmament says there's water above us and water below us, okay? So we're in an aquarium, okay? But the thing is, the hologram is to give us the illusion of what? If you watch Grimm, I already knew this, but Grimm, certain TV shows monitor you. Like, you have like these spirits or entities that could just take on your thoughts and your world, okay? Now, a while ago I said that I had got high on shrooms, and when I left my body I went into this massive storm, this massive dust storm, and when I look at Grimm got a TV show with I've been watching Grimm since it came out on Halloween in 2011. Okay, that's it, 2011. Well, whenever it came out on Halloween Day. I know that much. That's Scorpio season. So the thing is, how can I say this? They brought up the storm, except for they used the storm to be in a mirror, okay? And they went into another universe. Meaning, just imagine, just like the Matrix, the man said, "Is this real?" And all of a sudden there was a storm around them, a dust storm around them. I've experienced a dust storm. When I left my body, it wasn't no gods. It wasn't no heaven. It wasn't no angels. It was nothing but chaos. Pure chaos. And this was when I was high. That white dude right beside me said, "She's gone." And when he said she's gone, I looked at them and they were like purple and blue and shit. And I came back and I looked at my hands. All my hands were gone. And I left again. He said, "Let go, let go, let go." I was so scared to let go, because what I was facing, I've never seen before. So you have all this chaos and destruction and this wild weather and stuff, and then you have this bubble that protects you from it called planet Earth, okay? Once you're in planet Earth, you're not out there fighting all this crazy energy, okay? It is absurd, okay? When you let go, when your body let go, my experience, I went into a dust storm where I was nothing but ashes, dust, just like the fucking Matrix, no doubt. So it's just funny that Grimm brought up this storm, this like electrical storm, and they went through the mirror and stuff. It's so weird how people just pop up with shit living like you, okay? So the tectonic tables deal with the magnetic force or the gravity force, the gravity field of the planet, which causes the conveyor belts, the ocean, to flow in its rhythm. I used to think that the conveyor belts to the ocean rotated from the earth spinning, But just looking at the Earth spinning now is a bunch of baloney. We're on a flat surface like a bowl. You know how you level, everything is level in this world? It would be so hard to make things leveled if we were round. Like, first you gotta fight the gravity, then you gotta fight the rotation, then you have to adjust the playing field and deal with the rotation at the same time. So if we're curving, there's a curvature. We have to fight the curvature, straighten it out, flatten it out. That's not going to happen. The only way that's going to happen is every part of Earth is a bowl effect. When it rains in a dry location, how does the water sit? It sits in a bowl. It spreads out flat as it can, and then it bowls up. We're in the firmament. Point blank, period. What's above us, what's below us, nobody knows. We are assuming it's water. Now, that's why I say we need to understand submarines, not spacecraft. We need to understand submarines because certain alien entities have cigar-shaped spacecraft, which are shaped like submarines, meaning they can dive underwater and they can fly in the atmosphere. Okay, in the atmospheric zone. Okay, so tectonic tables, let me explain them to you real quick. Tectonic plates is not an ordinary plate. It is a plate that covers the whole Earth that moves very slowly per year. This tectonic plate, when crashed against each other, creates few of the natural disasters that we know. Example of the natural disasters caused by tectonic plates are volcanic activity and earthquakes. Okay. So, okay. How can tectonic plates make earthquakes and volcano activity? Tectonic plates move very slowly throughout a year. In a year, they only move around 1 millimeter. There are a lot of tectonic plates in this world, so even though they only move very slowly, they can collide anytime because of the limited space they have. Tectonic plates collision forms the landforms that we have today, such as mountains and volcanoes. How are volcanoes created? Volcanoes are created, volcanoes are natural features that are not put there by accident. There are steps of making a volcano, which also applies for the creation of islands. Volcanoes and islands are both created from cooled magma which successfully piled up, which burst from the Earth's crust. It burst out because there might be a crack on the Earth's crust because of the movement of tectonic plates and earthquakes. So I used to call them magnetic plates, okay? Which in fact they're tectonic plates. And if you look up tectonic table, all tectonic tables are in a 5-point pentagram. If you want to order a tectonic table, meaning like a regular table for your house or whatever, they are 5-point pentagrams. It's so weird, okay? So the holographic calendar. Now, that's what our star constellation is, a holographic calendar. But people can't vision it as that, and to understand it, you need to watch Grimm season 6. Grimm season 6 shows how symbology, star constellations all line up to a certain level. Now let me peep you to something. Thoth, Hermes, whatever you want to call him. When he was here on planet Earth, or still here, the hologram was already here. When the Anunnaki was here, the hologram was already here. They're still here. When the Reptilians were here, the hologram, The holographic calendar was already here. So, who is this person that created this zone, this habitat, this aquarium for us beings? It's something to really think about. Did nature do it? Did the magical trees do it? What did it? Okay? Because we don't understand our solar system, which is an ethereal solar energy. The sun is not lava. The sun is not a flame of fire. The sun is not a burning ball. The sun is a ethereal conscious, which you can feel because we absorb it. Everything on the planet absorbs it. Even reptiles can absorb it, but they only absorb so much. Have you noticed reptiles outlive humans? Turtles outlive humans. A lot of reptiles outlive humans. So people that got something against aliens, it's time for them to mature and grow the fuck up, okay? Now, it's a difference between maturing and understanding other species and other alien genetic codes on the planet, okay? Whereas people who deny their own race, gender, or species and settle for what they call amazing or a gravitational pull towards something else. Now, these people, you have to fall back from it. There's a reason why. First of all, they deny their own race, they deny their own species. Okay? Not only that, they deny their own genetic coding. I don't have nothing against biracial couples at all, but I have to tell you that 9 out of 10 biracial couples will never be able to be honest with each other. Okay, whereas black people, solar essence, solar power, their solar magic is activated, whereas a white person or a replacement race white people, their reptilian essence is activated. Maybe hard to understand right now, huh? Magic versus solar power is very important. Meaning every species on the planet can do magic, but only certain species can use solar power as a magical force. Meaning, let's say a white person wants to rise their Kundalini energy. They'll self-combust, they'll burn up. Whereas a black person rise their Kundalini energy if they're on the right diet, eating the right amount of plant-based foods. Not only that, if the sun agrees with their body, the solar ethereal energy that's trapped in a cycle. Yes, the solar ethereal energy is trapped in a cycle. There is a device in the sky that traps this energy to go in a cycle every single day. Just like the flagship for the moon is nothing but a hologram. But at the same time, there is this energy out there, this lunar energy that's really out there. And it's trapped in a cycle too. Not all of it, just a certain amount just to keep the yin and the yang essence collaborating within our existence on planet Earth. Okay? That being said, back to solar power energy. So, what biracial families are doing, and when I say biracial, I'm strictly talking about a black person and a white person, a solar being Yes, a solar being that has melanin that's on their skin. Um, with a white person that does not have melanin within the skin, or lack of melanin within the skin. So basically what you have is a person that have a full-fledged reptilian, how could I say it? Full-fledged reptilian activation, where they're psychic. They're highly psychic. They're highly intuitive people. But when it comes down to the solar essence, the melanin, this is how it works. I want to read what I wrote on Instagram. Okay. Let's see. I hit the thing open. I guess not. Some beings are very intelligent and have great psychic abilities, but they do not have a full range of emotions. They cannot express compassion, sympathy, or love from an emotional standpoint. What does this mean? A lizard, you can pull its tail off, you can pull it, not saying literally pull it off, like it'll be running from you and it'll break off. You could pull its foot off or something. It doesn't scream, it doesn't holler. An animal, you can pull its toe off or snatch its toenail. A dog or something, it hollers. A dog, a cat, humans, dolphins have a full range of melanin emotions. Melanin emotions. Now, even humans, white humans in particular, can feel. They scream, they hurt, okay? But not all of them. They cannot express a range of emotions. Like, you know how a black man gets shot, he's screaming. Ah! Sometimes a white man can get shot and he ain't screaming. He's just like in a daze. No range of emotions. Okay? Why does, well, you could say, well, reverse sky white women scream during pregnancy. Of course. Her wound is melanin. All her vagina and all that is melanin. But the thing is, can she raise her kundalini energy without self-combusting? There's a possibility that she can't. The reason being is she's more activated on her reptilian side than her Anunnaki side. Okay? Whereas black people are more activated on their solar essence, their melanin side, than their reptilian side. See, everybody want to be psychic. Everybody want to be intuitive. But you have to accept the fact that you need to activate your reptilian side. Say what, reverse guy? Let me say it again to you. To be psychic, you have to be willing to accept your reptilian side. You can't deny it, okay? Just like white people, if they wanted to rise their kundalini, they had to accept being black beings, solar essence beings. You can't have a person that want to rise their kundalini but hate the sun. You know, it's like stupid. That's just like your psyche in the back of your head with your let's see, with your amygdala and your hippocampus area and your pineal gland and stuff. You have to be willing to say, I am reptile. I am part reptilian. I have the traits of a reptile. I have the traits of a reptilian. Maybe you can think clear. Maybe you can see clear. Maybe you can hear clear. Okay? Um, I accept the fact of having reptile tendencies. I accept the fact of having solar tendencies. You go to Hollywood, they got the Anunnaki and the Reptilians up there, okay? Sharing the 33 vertebrae, the Christ conscious, okay? That's another thing. You have to accept the Christ conscious. You ain't got to accept Jesus Christ. You have to accept the Christ conscious, okay? Now, again, this video is not for the common people. It's not for the masses. It's for strategic players that are on my side that can take my data, my limited information, and turn it into something more understanding, okay? It's not for everybody. Okay, let's go to the next part. The holographic calendar, let's get back to that. In Grimm, it shows how stars line up, and they kept saying, oh, this is mysterious. Here's the Pleiades. This is here. This is the 7 stars here. So it's clear that the hologram is definitely a calendar. But you have to understand the calendar. And you can't deny the horoscope. You got people that say, I don't believe in the horoscope. I don't believe in the Bible. I don't believe in this. It's not that I don't believe in certain things. I just don't live by them. I don't program myself to them. I observe them and see how they correlate with our existence. Once you get in that dogmatic state, that programming, you're fucked. But when you use it to benefit your knowledge, to amplify your wisdom, you're on and popping. Okay, what's next? So yes, definitely a calendar. Our hologram is a calendar, and it's an amazing calendar, but we don't have all the facts. We need the women books. Like all these books that are masculated by men, not good enough. We need the women books, and it's going to be hard to find the women books, the ancient women books, okay? We would have to go through a lot of sacrificing. It's when the common people have to wake up and say, you know, we are unity. We are one. So we need to overcome the suppressor. That's the only way we're going to get the divine feminine books, okay? Okay, so the hologram is definitely a calendar, but it's up to you to understand it. Melatonin. Grimm is now talking about melatonin a lot, where these weird people, okay, something's flying up there, where these weird people are, you know, the shapeshifters and stuff, they're using melatonin to sleep, but Grimm not telling where the source of melatonin come from. Melatonin come from highly melanated people. Black people prefer Africans, okay? People that are Nubians. Melanin mostly comes from Nubians, okay? So white people or anybody who take melatonin, I've taken melatonin before. I actually need to be taking some now, which I'm not, because it might make me paranoid and stressed out, okay? And then I want to do suicide and all this because I done took some melatonin. No, it's not going to work. I'll just deal with the insomnia and be up during the waking hours. Okay. So white people, you're eating humans, okay? Point blank period. You're eating black humans at that. And one thing about it, you people are so programmed, you don't even care about knowing the truth. You don't even ask the pharmaceutical company or tell them to show you how to get melatonin. Not only that, anybody that claim they're vegan and take melatonin pills, you're not vegan, because you're eating human DNA. Point blank period. Okay. Again, people who claim they're vegan but pop melatonin pills, you are not vegan. Okay. Just like the clover honey. I'm not vegan because I'm still eating clover honey, which I thought plants produce honey, but I didn't know that only bees produce honey. Well, I'm gonna have to look into it a little bit more. Like honeysuckle, like why they can't genetically modify a bunch of honeysuckles and make some honey. I don't know, but we're gonna work on that. I lived to break the cycle. I came up with this page back in 2015. There's so many cycles that need to be broken if you want to leave planet Earth. There are a lot of entities and beings that prefer to reside on planet Earth. They don't want to leave. And as our elders die, we tend to lose our essence, our solar power, our solar recognition, our solar knowledge, because the sun holds all the information, whereas the Kundalini energy from the earth and the tectonic tables hold all the energy too. They both have information, a lot of Akashic records. But if we can't identify with our being, we can't gather this information. It's very vague, little bits and pieces, which is a bad thing. Okay? Bobby Hemmit, blessings, blessings, blessings. High vibes sending out to you. Very high vibes coming to you. Just be patient. Now, he kept saying, I live to break the cycle. He didn't say, I live to break the cycle. He said, you got to break the cycle. You got to break the cycle. He said, didn't know angels come to me. Didn't know nobody come to me. He said, my own soul recovered me. Just like my own soul resurrected my Kundalini energy and helped me too. My own soul healed me when my chest was about to pop up my body and all that. When I repaired my cellular structure, I went through rapid healing. I mean, rapid healing. You'll be amazed. Did y'all hear Bobby Hemmit when he first had his stroke compared to now? He is talking. And he said, don't pray on nobody. Don't meditate on nobody. You resurrect your own powers. And it's true. I've been doing magical stuff for the longest. And not once did I call on somebody. I always called on myself. And that's what the Sky Watchers fear. Because I'm a force to be reckoned with. And I know my force and I know my powers. Only a brave soul would go out there and open up a portal at the beach. And I did it. And I'll do it again. I could conjure up some clouds that you don't want nothing to do with. Do you hear me? I could conjure some shit up. And it's my own Fibonacci sequence. It's my own matrix sequence. It's when you understand who you are. You are the creator, not a co-creator. You are a fucking creator. The same habitat that we live in right now, you can create your own. But we lack a lot of understanding and understanding. So it's hard. It's hard. You only can see short glimpses of your creation and what you can conjure up. And there's spirits and entities that want to ride with you too. Oh yeah, they want to ride with you too. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Solar power versus magic. Everybody has magic. Plants, animals, resources, elements, alien beings, entities, which are all you, genetic codings of you. But you have aliens who are just one path. They don't have a soul. They don't have emotions. They have affections. Now let's look this up real quick. Affection versus emotion. They're different. They're different, okay? Okay, let me define affection. Define affection. A gentle feeling of fondness or liking. Okay. Now let me do define emotion. Emotion, not emotional. A natural instinctive state of mind deriving from one's circumstances, mood, or relationship with others. White people who are more, y'all hear my stomach? Who are more activated on their reptilian side and their alien DNAs and not their solar DNA lack this emotion, a natural instinctive state of mind deriving from one's circumstances. Now, haven't I brought up the topic about circumstances a lot lately? Mood or relationships with others, a natural instinctive state of mind derived from one's circumstances, mood, or relationships with others. Affection, a gentle feeling of fondness or liking. To act or process of affecting or being affected. Fondness, love, liking, tenderness, warmth, devotion, endearment. Don't let love fool you. Love is a trap. We need unity. We need like minds. Love, people are confusing love with affection. Affection is like a dog who loves you because you take care of it. Affection is like a person who wants to deviate you off your conscious path. Let's say how the Black Power movement got compromised. Black men started dating white women. Okay. Now, I don't think these black people had anything against humans as a race. It's the fact that the sole purpose of the black being was being genocide or deleted. Okay. So finally, the black women were getting locked up, and then the white women compromised the black men, just like in the White House and in government as of now. Ever since Trump had got into office, black women are popping up out of the business, out of the government system. They're not worried about the black men, especially if they're married to a white woman. They're only worried about the black people who are in black couples or black women who are not trying to date a white man, meaning you're not willing to compromise your existence or settle for less. Okay, you're staying within your alien species. This being said, when I see first of all, when I see a black man with a white woman, the love can only go so far. They're strictly in the affection mode. They're in the lover's mode. Meaning, not saying these people won't die for each other. Oh, yeah, they'll die for each other because that's what affection is. Devotion, endearment, care, and caring. But let's go to the emotional range. A natural instinctive state of mind. Natural instinctive state of mind. Have you noticed you can listen to certain speakers and they warm you up on the inside? And then certain speakers you listen to, they got all these facts, all this stuff makes sense, but you get no emotional arousal? Say it again, Revere Sky. Have you ever listened to some people that got all the facts, but you never get no emotional arousal? Because these people have no emotional body. That's right. Maybe when they have a child, she or he will have an emotional body, but not that one who don't have the solar essence. If they lack the melanin and lack the range of solar essence, they lack a range of information. Remember, on planet Earth, the pharmaceutical companies and the doctors are only uh, doing research on melanin. Everything that deals with melanin is getting research. Anything that don't deal with melanin, they're not doing any research on it. Not too much, because the whole planet is nothing but melanin. So when you see a melanated creature go outside of his comfortable zone and reach out to something that does not reflect him, but only polarize him on opposites, there is something out of the ordinary. Whereas hypnotized, this is what you call I want to say that word so bad, but I'm not going to say it. This is what you call when you've been bamboozled. Okay, people don't understand that when you utilize certain people as tools. Let's say if I meet a white guy that can help me meet a couple of people that'll help benefit my bank balance. If I hang around these people long enough and network with them, they become clients, or the people that are attracted to them become my clients, then I'll be up there. But not only will I be up there, I have to sell a piece of my essence. I have to sell a piece of my soul to these people. Okay? That's why people who inspire me, you have to still feed them from a long-handled spoon, because they're dabbing with fire. That's right. They're dabbing with the unknown, what they cannot recognize. They're dabbing with entities that they don't even understand yet, because they're mesmerized on a love level, not a love level, on an affectionate level. They want to show affection to their opposite so bad that they don't understand that this person is feeding off their emotions, and laugh at them dead in their face. Every time they make a video, they're laughing at them. They're like, haha, you love somebody else, but you use me as a coy. They laugh at them directly in their face every single time, as if it's a big ass joke. And they still don't get it yet. And I sit up there and say, how could this person not realize that they're not laughing with them, they're laughing at them? Because their affection with their emotions have put up a veil. This person is showing affection with this person, and this person is showing emotions, where the person that's showing emotions can't even realize that the other person is only showing affection. And when you show affection, it can be signs of love, but not emotional love. Oh man, it's getting deep. Let's see. Tectonic Tables, Aliens, Holographic Calendar, Melatonin, Grimm, I Live to Break the Cycle, Bobby Hemmit, the Reincarnation, Solar Power versus Magic. So every being, everything on the planet is energy, and everything that is energy is magic. It's up to you to figure out how to manipulate energy and turn it into what you want it to be. Okay? But solar power, everybody doesn't have solar power. They only can take in so much. Okay? Reptiles, they're cold-blooded. They only take in so much. Their digestive system is solar energy, because that's how they break down food. Now, and it decomposes food. But other than that, they're shaded creatures. Okay, that's just like white people. They only can take so much sun, then they're shaded creatures. I love you, white people. I have nothing against you. But I'm all about humans understanding where they come from and who they are. Okay. Now, I don't have nothing against no being, entity, or energy. None of them. But I'm not willing, I'm not afraid of challenging them. I'm definitely not afraid of challenging them, not one bit. Because they're going to challenge me. But the only difference is they're going to challenge me in the blind. Whereas I'm straightforward. But I could be in the blind too. I could be in the unseen realm too and challenge you too. And you already know it. Now, this symbol is very important. Some people talk to me, they come as couples. Okay? They come as couples. They talk to me. If the couple is there and one is more in tune with the hand signs of life and their alien DNA, and I'm talking about something that they don't want their loved one to hear, this is the first thing that goes up, and they go like this. And I have to veer, like my reading is so genuine and so legit, but I have to deviate off course. Like 9 out of 10 when people come get a reading, they're wanting all positive vibes. But when they separate, they say, okay, now tell me the truth. Should I leave this person or not? I promise you, this happens every single time. And they both be to ask the same question. They like to ask their questions in private, and they end up asking the same questions. Okay. This hand signal is very important, okay? It's natural. And like I say, when you're one with the universe, or you highly in tune, whether you feel you're MK Ultra or not, this is a very valuable hand sign. Natural hand sign. Even this one, when it's down, facing like between your legs, it's a very valuable hand sign. Sometimes people walk up to me and they just start talking to me, and my hands go between my thighs like this. And it's like this magnetic force within me that takes in their information, but know not to say nothing back. Because people be fishing. People be fishing. Just like people that inspire you be fishing. They be in fishing for your arousal. They be fishing for your arousal and your emotions. Trying to drive you insane or crazy, okay? Which it won't happen. It won't happen. What goes up must come back down. Because it sure as shit stank. You're going to see what it feels like to be drained of your energy on an affectionate level. Can you imagine living a life with somebody that only gave you affection like a dog, when in fact your emotional body is crucial to your existence? They laugh at you as if you're a joke because they know what you truly desire, you're in denial about. Man, I see this often. People deviate people off their path because they think this is the trophy piece. This is somebody that has no value. So I'm going to sell my soul for this trophy. What I desire. What my emotion, my arousal go towards. But in return, I only get back affection. You'll never feel their emotional body. You'll only feel the side of them that's limited for their militant agenda. Yes, militant agenda. Whereas you don't have forces, you don't have entities that are jumping in you and controlling the situation like these other people do. These other people, something could just control them at a drop of a dime, and They can hear your thoughts. They can hear the way you feel. They can see your emotional body, and they attach to it, and they just drain you and drain you and drain you, and you never get anything back in return, only affection. So you people out there who think affection is everything, affection is nothing. You want to feel their vibe. You want to feel their presence. You could sit in a room with somebody, and you would never be able to feel their vibe and presence. But you will be attracted to them, because you're attracted to them because they empty. They empty. So you're filling their void. And because you're filling their void, then once they get some of your energy, then they start showing you affection. And if you don't give them none of your energy, they start showing you affection to get the energy. It makes sense now. I got 3 friends and they all said the same thing. They said, just like this, they said, you're better than that. You deserve better than that. And it never dawned on me that the same way I looked at the Ku Klux Klan when they came to my table with that red cloth, I said cloth, red cloth, which I got on this, that red cross, this is what happened. I looked at that black guy and I said, they done sucked the soul out of you. The same way they gonna suck the soul out of you. It's a joke. They're laughing at you right in your face because you want to have a popularity contest instead of staying true to your environment. There's always speakers and stuff. And you know those pugs that everybody buy? Those surveillance dogs? That's the same thing that woman is. She ain't nothing but a surveillance. And you got her all in your space. Under the magic, the truth will definitely set you free. And to all y'all who don't understand this video, it's not meant for you to understand this video. Blessings to all out there. And we're going to get this thing on the wraps because, like I say, the celestial schools I go to are very important because my satellite is back up again. My satellite is back up again, and it ain't nothing y'all gonna be able to do about it. You jammed me for around about 3 months, but baby, I'm back. Again, understand emotional body, emotions versus affection. I love you, I love you, I love you. Yeah, kiss, kiss, kiss. It's a programming. I need to do this to survive with you. It is so funny how it works. Anyway, to each his own. Everybody had to take sacrifices. Like I say, I don't knock you. We all take your sacrifices. Hell, next month I might be married to a white man. Who knows? Who knows? Because black men, successful black men, they are so embedded into the system that when you talk about things you talk about, they don't want to jeopardize their retirement, their situations, their standards with the people who pay them. So when it comes down to me and a person with success, I'm going to be alone. It's obvious I'm going to be alone. And have you noticed all the people that are into crystals, metaphysics and shit, they're bummy type people? They don't rely on much. They're just surviving off the land and surviving off the people in a sense. That's how it pretty much goes. The more you know, the less you have. Then you have some, the more you know, the more you You feed off other people to have success. All I can say, blessings, and protect yourself. If you can get your emotional body back, if you can get your solar essence back, get it back. But one thing about it, know this, you'll never make me jealous. You're only a lab rat. You're only in my observatory. That's what you have not failed. That's what you have not realized. Remember a long time ago I said, I don't know his birth. I don't know his birth chart or nothing, but I think he's a rat. But because you lied about your age, because you're fake as fuck, I mistaked you as a dragon or something. But in fact, you are a rat. Now I see why Mother sent me to observe you. That's right. And that lady is laughing at you right in your face because you are denying your emotional body. The person who lifts you up every day, the person who makes you feel good every day, the person you sacrifice your time avoiding and ignoring, but you talk to them through social media, she's laughing at you because you're denying your feelings and your true love and your true desires for a fucking reputation. I hope the bitch drain you motherfucking dry. I'm not the magic. The truth will definitely set you free.